position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 16th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And the ball will make it into the end. fill position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Sooners about to kick it away and get this season started. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. On the move, it's down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Grab behind the line. It's Roberts. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that. And take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs. And they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got his man. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Wants to throw on third down. Got his man. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for room. It's Wade. There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching pass.
Got some room into the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught behind the line. It's Jones. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon. He's putting this defense on alert early.
Oh, they're after him! Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Working that left side, and he'll be smacked to the ground.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned away.
Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Trying to get outside on the jet sweep. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
Got him downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the ground, it's Dell. Headed to the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Extra point here will tie the game. If you're able to move the ball on a drive like that. The most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Slips through the line. Got a little room. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown Sooners. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that out of the end zone, making a huge play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's down. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and then bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. And forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Offense changing the play. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Handoff from the gun. On the move at the 30. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
He makes the grab. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
Looking to throw, it's McLaughlin. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it in at the 40. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. This offense has it with really good field position. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Sooners head quickly to the line. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's McLaughlin. Got it in the middle. It's Bond. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. From the gun. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. With the catch, it's down. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Unleashes one. Connection to the right. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cantrell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a man, it's McLaughlin. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Flying out to the left. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown Sooners!
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Fires to the right. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On fourth down, looking to pass. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity, on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your two-possession lead.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great play by the quarterback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the spot.
And off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Back to pass. It's McLaughlin. Hauls it in. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throw.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. To the air on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the left. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Going to sling it on second down. Makes the grab. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Here comes the heat. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Spits it out to the back. Another incompletion on third down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Under fire. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Offense, quick tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw, it's McLaughlin. Using his legs to buy some time. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to go up top on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side. Intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to the ground with the running back. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, and watch out. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, as soon as the running back got the ball, there was just absolutely nowhere for him to go. It just seemed like the D-line built a wall up front.
Yeah, and a great job. You're thinking pass right away because the draw is supposed to look like a pass first. Rushing upfield, but...
Touchdown, Oklahoma! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Iowa is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Kinnick Stadium, but the black and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 10 over Texas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Lets it fly. Makes a connection. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy passing catch.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Got it set up on the outside.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Finds his tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. The Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
They want to throw it. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes. Nowhere to go.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working on the right. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. So now it's second and long. Just keep slinging it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to, because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end? Just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him working away, nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Tight end now in motion. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on them.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's taking a deep shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Looking downfield on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Catch in the middle. It's Camaro. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. To the air on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Pulls it in. It's Moore. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. He wants to throw it. Lofts one deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Catch in the middle. It's Wade. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.